Okay. If you're in Gothenburg, Sweden, and saw this game, you saw a pretty good game. The Edmonton Oilers, New Jersey Devils, the end result was New Jersey winning. Now, all the commentators were talking about how the Oilers looked and how the Devils looked better. It's the second period. It's the second period that did it. The Oilers had the lead in shots in the first period, and they were close in the third as well. It's that second period just killed them. 1-1 after one. Palmieri scored from Severson. Then a power play goal for the Oilers by Lucic from McDavid and Draisaitl. Interesting, of course. Their power play was awful at home and pretty solid on the road last year. And for this game, technically they're the road team, although both teams are on the road being in Sweden. And I thought it was interesting that it was the NHL-sized ice as well. North American NHL ice, even though they were in Sweden. In the second period, a power play goal by Palmieri, who had an excellent game from Butcher and Hischier. So Hischier's on the board. And then Zajac. This was really the killer. Zajac from Wood. But the New Jersey Devils outshoot Edmonton 10-1. At the end of the game, you're going to look at Talbot saving 22 out of 26, and you're going to say, oh, he's not good enough. But I don't put this on Talbot. I think Talbot had a decent game. Kincaid saved 17 out of 19 altogether in the win. I thought Kincaid was solid when he needed to be. In the third period, Zajac scored his second from Wood, so Miles Wood with 2 assists in this game. Draisaitl then scored to make it interesting from Lucic and McDavid. So this entire line gets 2 points. All three of them get 2 points. And it illustrates an issue Edmonton's had before, which is a lack of scoring depth. Roddy was not on the board today. Yamamoto looked a little shaky. Bouchard almost put the puck in his own net. It was really close. Empty netters added by Nason. There's no way he intended that. Not from there, really. And Vatanen and Mueller get the assists, or Mueller get the assists on that one. So New Jersey wins at 5-2, and Edmonton I thought had an okay game. Again, either Edmonton could be in for another long year, or it's just a matter of getting everybody on the same page. If you're an Oilers fan, on the upside, Lucic got 2 points today. McDavid got 2 points. Draisaitl got 2. Those guys are all off to a good start. The bad news is everybody else didn't get on the board. And they did look really not with it in the second period. It's the second period that did them in. They ended up being outshot 27-19, but they were outshot 10-1 in the second period. One shot in a period of play is not going to inspire Oilers fans with confidence right now. But again, it's game 1 out of 82. It was a fun game if you're a Devils fan. The crowd seemed to be mostly Oiler fans for the most part. I know they said that Clefbaum had about 50 friends and family that were there. There seemed to be a pretty decent pop when Draisaitl got a goal as well. And so, it was a game where the fans seem to really be into it. It's always fun to watch a game in a European rink. And I would be very surprised if the NHL doesn't do it more. The question's been asked, why does the NHL do, these games in Europe? They're not going to expand to Europe. They make some good money on it. They sell some merchandise. They give fans in Europe a chance to see players that grew up in front of their eyes play games that are meaningful at the NHL level. I get it. And I don't think there's a big deal about it. It's an 82-game schedule. If a game is played overseas, I don't think it means a whole lot. The question now is going to be when these guys come home, what do the Devils maintain? Can they do this over a full season again? And for the Oilers, they just have to pick themselves up and say, all right, we had a bad second period. We were with them in the first. We were with them in the third. We have to focus on the good things we did, and we need to make sure that we're covering up for Talbot. Because, again, I don't put this on Talbot at all. Did he misplay a couple pucks? Probably. But Talbot is still a very solid goaltender, and it's the defense in front of him. But it's gonna take Bouchard a while to get used to NHL regular season games. And Yamamoto looked hesitant. He looked hesitant out there, which is part of the reason why he got sent down last year, was that he seemed hesitant and he wasn't able to put the puck in the net. So he has to get over that, and the Oilers have to come together. There's a lot of time for them to do it. It's a very long season. So if you're an Oilers fan, let me know what you thought watching this game. Obviously, I can't do this with every single game that's played, but in this case, I felt like I could. because it's the only game on until 3 hours from now. And it was kind of a fun game to watch. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, especially if you're an Oilers fan or a Devils fan. How good or how bad do you feel right now? And does this seem like last year for both teams? Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just tap upon this video. And there you go, Sweden. You had a pretty solid game. Some of these games can be stinkers, but I think this was a pretty good game. This was a pretty fun game to watch. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.